Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into a fascinating world where botany and the cosmos are, believe it or not, deeply connected. We're going to uncover how one very special plant is seen as a powerful tool for, well, balancing your destiny. Let's get right into it.
So, I've got a big question for you. Can a tree actually balance your stars? I mean, can a plant really influence your future, your health, your success? It sounds a little out there, right? But in the ancient wisdom of Vedic Jyotish, which is Vedic astrology, the answer is a huge resounding yes. And there's one tree, in particular, that really stands above the rest.
You see, the core idea here is that certain plants aren't just, sitting there looking pretty. They're seen as these living, breathing conduits for cosmic energy. They can actually channel and balance the planetary influences that are shaping our lives. They're basically divine instruments playing in a celestial symphony.
So, which tree are we talking about? Well, let's meet the star of our show today. This is considered one of the most powerful spiritual tools in the entire system, the incredible Bilva tree.
Now get this. This is not just any old sacred tree. The Shiva Purana, which is one of the most important scriptures, flat out says the Bilva is the physical, manifest form of Lord Shiva himself. I mean, think about that. That gives it this absolutely unparalleled spiritual significance. It isn't just linked to the divine, it is the divine, right here on Earth.
So, scientifically, its name is Eagle marmelos, but you'll probably hear it called Bael or sometimes the golden apple tree. But what's really distinct about it are its leaves. They're trifoliate. That means you have 3 leaflets joined to one stem. And that structure? It's a direct symbol of Shiva's 3 eyes, which represent divine knowledge and the power to see the past, present, and future all at once.
Okay, so now for the really cool part, the astrological mechanics. How does this tree actually work its magic? Well, the Bilva has this powerful dual role. It helps to tame the fiery, intense energy of the sun, and at the same time, it amplifies the wise, benevolent energy of Jupiter.
So the Bilva kind of has this 2-for-1 power. On one hand, it works with the sun, or Surya, which is all about our vitality, our sense of self, our authority. The tree is like a solar elixir. It just boosts that energy. And then on the other hand, it gives a boost to Jupiter, or Guru, the planet of wisdom, growth, and prosperity. It helps us expand, and it pushes back against any negative influences.
So, why should you care about this? Well, if the sun is weak or having a tough time in your astrological chart, it can actually show up as real-world problems. Things like low confidence, health issues with your heart or spine, even just constant fatigue. And a struggling Jupiter, that can look like financial blocks or just feeling totally stuck, The Bilva is seen as a direct remedy for these exact kinds of issues.
And that brings us to the really practical stuff. I mean, it's one thing to talk about the theory, right? But Vedic Jyotish is all about taking action. There are specific, pretty simple rituals that anyone can do to tap into this tree's incredible energy.
To give your sun a boost, the remedy is just beautiful in its simplicity. On a Sunday, the sun's day, you take a tiny piece of Bilva root, cleansed it with some sacred water like Ganga Jal, and then you wrap it in a red cloth while chanting the sun's mantra. You wear that as a pendant, and it's believed to create this personal energy field that amps up your vitality and confidence. Pretty cool, huh?
And what about Jupiter? For this one, the remedy is all about nurturing growth. So on a Thursday, which is Jupiter's day, you plant a little Bilva sapling, and by watering it with milk, while you recite the Guru mantra, and then lighting a ghee lamp, which is a really pure offering, you're basically sending out an invitation for Jupiter's blessings of wisdom and expansion to come into your life.
So you see, the really crucial thing to get here is that each action is super targeted. These remedies are tied to specific days and specific results. For the sun, you're looking for vitality on a Sunday. For Jupiter, it's about wisdom on a Thursday. And for a general spiritual cleanse, making offerings on a Monday, Shiva's day, is the way to go.
Okay, so we've covered the practical remedies. Now let's zoom back out for a second and really dig into the deep spiritual meaning that's literally encoded inside the tree itself, especially in that unique 3-pronged leaf.
So those 3 leaves, they're not just a symbol of Shiva's eyes. They also represent the Trimurti, the divine trinity of cosmic forces. You've got Brahma the creator, Vishnu the preserver, and Shiva the destroyer, all in one. So the Bilva leaf literally embodies the entire cycle of cosmic existence. It represents this state of perfect total balance.
And the mythology here goes even deeper. The story goes that the Bilva tree actually sprang from the perspiration of the goddess Parvati, and every single part of the tree is seen as a different form of her. The roots, the trunk, the branches, the leaves, it's all her. So when you offer a Bilva leaf to Shiva, you are symbolically uniting Shiva with his divine partner, Shakti. You're invoking wholeness, balance, and just immense blessings.
All right, let's tie all of this together. What's the ultimate takeaway here? What does understanding the Bilva tree really mean for us? Well, it's all about finding our own connection to this incredible cosmic harmony.
You see, the Bilva is so much more than just a tree, and it's more than just a quick astrological fix. It is a living, breathing bridge between our world and the divine. It's a real, tangible tool that lets us actively take part in balancing our own energy, clearing out past karma, and really deepening our spiritual connection.
And this brings us to what might be the most powerful point of all. Astrology isn't just about some fate that's already written in the stars. True alignment, true harmony, it comes from our own actions, from our own devotion. These remedies aren't magic spells. They are devout deeds that actually shift our own consciousness from the inside out.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to think about. The Bilva tree is this profound guardian in its tradition, right? But this wisdom really invites us to look a little closer at the world right around us. What natural guardians, what sources of balance and spiritual connection are there in your own environment, just waiting for you to discover them?